Hey, you're watching and listening Mark from marksephton.com, and I'm here, I'm in America. I've been here for 2 weeks, really enjoying it, and I thought it's time I do a video. I'm going to do a video today on how to overcome and deal with fear. I think the way we view fear is often the thing that holds us back, and so today I want to share some practical tips and also some mindset shifts that I believe will help you overcome fear. It's something that we all battle with, me included. And so with a few little adjustments and really looking at this, what we call a foe, in the eyes, I think we can really take hold of this and use it for our greater good. We often allow fear to hold us back, to stop us from reaching our full potential. But if I was to say to you, every time fear turns up in your life, it's like it's waving a big flag saying, well, basically we see it as, don't come any closer. But if I was to say to you, actually, every time that flag of fear is shaking in front of you, and I was to say to you, actually, the reason it's saying don't come any closer is because your potential, your next breakthrough, your next level of craft and revolution and exceeding joy is beyond that area which you are kicking up against. How exciting would that be? So what I'm saying to you is, every time fear shows up in your life, it's really saying, come over here. This is where your potential is. This is where your breakthrough is. Don't allow fear to just scare you so that you stop from moving forward, from taking new ground, finding out more about yourself. But see fear as the red flag of actually saying, actually, over this wall, over this barrier, over this fear that's scaring me and stopping me, is your destiny, is your future. Wow, we would be really excited when fear shows up in your life. And that's really a key message in this video. The fear that you feel right now is the key to your breakthrough. It is a clear sign of where you need to operate, overcome, and super achieve something amazing in your life. Look at the fears in your life, and rather than be afraid and rather than ignore them and run away from them, realize that it's giving you a key to where you need to proceed, where you need to move forward to and advance. So with that in mind, I want you to build your courageous muscle. Just like a dumbbell and a weight, over a period of time when we exercise gently but gradually, consistently, over a period of time, our muscle is being broken down and built up, and that's how our muscle is strengthened. It's a breaking down of the current muscle that's within, which doesn't sound very positive, does it? But every time we do something consistently and we flex our courageous muscle, so we do things over and over again that may not be comfortable and may even hurt and be painful, because in fact you are being broken down, but it's so that muscle can be built up. Every time you flex your courageous muscle, it will enable you to take on opportunities and those things that are more challenging. And everything we do in life that's difficult always costs us something. I always say anything worth value is going to cost you something, and that is no different. But make sure you're building your courageous muscle. Do things that do take you to your limit, because then you really find out about who you are. And isn't it amazing when we do something that we're a little bit tentative about doing, we do it, and then when we've done it we feel absolutely incredible, and it gives us that zest, it gives us that power. I recently, just last week, went on a fishing trip, and I mean, in England we don't have massive seas and oceans, so me going out on a boat, doesn't really become a part of my regular life. So I had an opportunity to go out on a fishing boat, and I was really hoping the water would be, glass, just still and not really rocking, and we had like 4-foot waves on this boat. And I was like, oh, this is going to be really difficult for me to get comfortable. And it took some time for me to really settle. And I ended up catching a couple of salmon, which was great. Actually, I caught one. but it was better than none. And when I got back to land, I was like, oh, there was a relief. But you know, I enjoyed that experience because I was a little bit anxious of the fact that the waves were so high. I hadn't done a lot of fishing before. You know, do I really trust these waves? I'm putting my life into a boat that I know nothing about. It wasn't exactly comfortable, but you know, I felt so good after it. So you really got to learn to flex your courageous muscle. Don't just allow fear to happen to you, but be proactive so that when it does come, you've already got that muscle, you've already got that strength. The next one is to do it anyway, so kind of coupling these ideas together. You know, when you feel that fear, when it's holding you back, actually just do it. Just feel that fear. I know it's a bit of a cliche, you know, feel the fear and do it anyway. But it's so true. Take action. You know, I believe that showing up when you do have fear, showing up in your life when it is easier to run away, when it is easier to bury your head in the sand, when it is easier to run to a different country, you know, depending on the fear, you know, we can all run away. But all I'm saying to you is show up. Take action. See it as a call to action. That when fear comes to your life, it is a call to action to stand up, to face it head on, and to really not allow it to dictate your life. We base so many choices on fear, what people think. We don't want to rock the boat. We don't want confrontation. You know, we allow fear to hold us back. No more. No more. If you're watching this video, fear is a signpost to say to you that your destiny and your advancement is right there in that area of fear. Don't allow fear to hold you back. Do it anyway, show up and see it as a call to action. And finally, with dealing with fear, for me, is I pray. And everybody has different beliefs, but for me, it really helps when I reach out to my God and understand the importance of who He is in my life, that He's watching over me, He gives me the strength. Really, really helps me deal with fear. They're my points of how to deal with fear. I'd love to know yours, so let me know what you're battling. And I really hope this video really challenges you. But my main message is you've got to view fear in a different way. You've got to see it as a signpost to your breakthrough and not a signpost which says keep out. The reason it's saying keep out is because the world isn't ready for you to bust a move, to reach your full potential, and to change the local economy and community by you becoming fully immersed in your own potential. Seize the day, take action, and I'll be back next week with another video. You can find out more about me at marksephton.com.